Today I want to do a video on how to curl your hair with the flat iron. I was having this conversation with my cousin at Christmas, and when I mentioned that the hair was curled with a flat iron, she was kind of like mind blown, like, no, straightener straightens hair. So I was going to make a video how I use a straightener to curl my hair. Today I'm going to be using, don't judge me, I'm just going to be using a regular Conair straightener. This has definitely seen better days. So the enamel is chipping off of it. I can't even hardly read. Infinity Pro maybe is the model. I have it already heating up. This one, it gives you like specific temperatures, and so I'm heating it up to 392. That's what I usually use. You use whatever works for your hair. Start with a lower heat and then move to a higher heat if you are new to the straightener heat tools world. You can always add more heat, but you don't want to burn your hair if you have fine hair or damaged hair or what have you. So we have this guy heating up. I have one clip, just a regular paddle brush for brushing out my hair. Don't judge how dirty it is, please. You might choose to have a comb if you want to really suction out really perfectly. I normally don't. And then some kind of heat protectant spray. So for starters, I am going to brush out my hair just a little bit. Make sure all the tangles are out. And if it's not apparent, my hair is already dry. It's actually a couple days old from its last wash. I prefer to style my hair when it's dirty. I just feel like it behaves a little better for me that way. So I'm just using my fingers to part out the top section of my hair and then clip up the top part of my hair. So I'm just working with the bottom section. The way that this heat protectant works, I like to spray it on the sections, finger comb it through, let it dry a little bit, and then work with the hair. So, follow the instructions of your heat protectant spray. The spray is in, it's pretty much dry at this point. And then I usually just go by section, just roughly parting it with my fingers. I don't use a comb or anything. That's just my preference. What I'm going to do is I'll run the straightener over the hair once just to help smooth any crinkles that are currently in it a little bit first, because I do kind of have scraggly texture a little bit, I feel like. So I do one pass over just to help start heating the hair up, smoothing it through a little bit. And then for the curl, I'm going to have the straightener clamped on the hair. And as I start to pull it through, instead of keeping it one way, you're going to flip the curler like 180 degrees and keep pulling the hair through in that way. Now I will demonstrate. So we have our section. So I'll pull it through once, and then I flip 180 degrees and pull through. And then I'll kind of coil up the curl a little bit. I'll hold it while it cools to help kind of hold that shape. Then we have a little bit of a curl. And I went through pretty quickly there, so you can see it's just a very slight wave in that strand. If you want an even heavier or a deeper curl, you can go a little slower, or you can rotate the flat iron more. And there we have another curl, and then rotate 360. And coil up the curl, hold it a little bit to let it cool for a few seconds. And then you have a little bit of curl there. So it's going to be a different curl than a curling iron, that's for sure. But if you only want to have one tool around versus having to have a curler and a straightener, and this helps reduce the number of tools you need to have laying around. I do have a curler because I do feel like it gives a different effect. There we go. curls going there. I think you can see. You want to keep the straightener moving. You don't want to keep it on one section of hair for too long. That is another difference between the straightener and the curler. The curler, you usually coil up your hair onto the barrel and you leave it. The straightener, you don't want to do that. You're gonna get like a really fried section of hair, you're gonna get lines, and you're not gonna get a curl. So, there we go, there's another curl for you. So the way I'm flipping this currently, the curl will be rolling kind of away from my face. I don't know if you can kind of tell that from the way I'm doing it. But these are all kind of curling away. If you want to curl towards your face, you'll want to flip under and you'll get this curl towards your face. There we go. Okay. That is my whole underlayer done. So from the front, that's kind of what it looks like, and the back, this is what it looks like. So to keep my top layer of hair a little more organized, I do usually section this at least into 2 sections. So let's do 1/2. Comb this through again, spray with our heat protectant spray. So I just kind of flick my underlayers behind my shoulder and start going to town. When I have my top layers, I do try to be a little more aggressive with the curl closer to the root, since now you're going to be able to see that part. Hold the curl up to let it cool. Get our curl. Okay. That's that side all done. So this side, since my part is not centered, this side I might actually split into 2 chunks. So we'll do a lower side section and more of a mid section. We're going to spray down with our heat protectant spray. As I have the hair coiled, we'll do a little bit of a shaky shake to help let that warm air kind of escape. And there you go. And then our very last section. My bangs are in desperate need of a trim, so I can't show you how I normally do my bangs, but I can show you how they look if I just curl them. So I tend to curl them away and then kind of coil them back up and hold that there for a second while it cools. I do like a little hairspray for my curls, so once they're all basically completely cool, I'll get a little a little misting. Dramatic hair flip. Anyway, you can take a comb or your fingers. I'm going to fix up my part a little bit. I like it a little bit more over. And then I like to break up the curls just with my fingers to kind of get them a little more tousled, or whatever terminology you like to use there. Show you the back. So that is how I curl my hair using a straightener. As with any hot tool, read the manufacturer directions, make sure you follow those. This is certainly something you can do with just about any straightener, I would venture to say. You don't need, I've seen special straighteners that have these nice curved, elegant looking barrels. You don't need to do that so to do this technique. That is everything on how to curl your hair with a straightener. I hope you found this interesting. I hope you learned something or were entertained. Please give this video a thumbs up, share, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Comment. Let me know, have you tried this technique? Are you gonna try this technique? If you try it and you like it, if you follow me on Instagram, show me a picture. All that cheesy stuff. I would like to see. If I am helping somebody out there, even if it's just one person, that would be really cool. Yeah, so that's everything. Thank you very much. I hope to see you at my next video. Bye.